Good morning. Just about to start on a little cabin project today, and I thought it was a perfect example of how I take items that I found that were being thrown away and turn them into something that I can use. Last night I was out picking bottles and I found this really heavy duty dryer vent that was getting thrown away. You can see it's pretty bashed up on the ends. And what I want to do at my cabin is right beside my window I have a hinge flap with a wooden door on it, and I can open that up to let fresh air in. And I want to run this dryer vent from that flap right to the air intake on my stove. I have this side covered with fine screen, and you can see something chewed through it, so I put this heavier mesh on top. But what I want to do is get a hose and run a hose from here to the air intake on my wood stove, and then plug up the rest with rags or whatever. So when it's really cold out, minus 40, I'm drawing air from outside and not through the walls. When I was at my cabin that time last winter when it's minus 40, that was the first time I could feel the air being sucked in through the walls. The cabin was warm, but it was a very cold draft inside there. Right now it's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit in here, which is nice and warm. But I still can feel that cold air trying to get in. So I'm going to clean up these ends, trim them off. This end here that's flattened, I think is probably very close to the width I need to fit in that opening. So I cut all the ends straight, sanded all the rough edges because they can be really sharp, wired it together because tape alone won't hold it probably, not in the cold, and I wrapped aluminum tape around it on the ends as well so I don't cut my hands on those sharp edges, and I squished it together to make it more compact. I should be able to stuff this in my backpack and take it to the cabin on my next trip. I just got the fire going, that's why you can still see my breath. We're supposed to drop down to minus 50 wind chill tonight. It'll be the coldest I ever stayed at the cabin. They're calling for minus 45 in town, so it's definitely going to be colder than minus 50 out here.